Hi! Wow, vlogging is a thing I used to do, kind of. Today it has been 1 year and about 1 month since my last post, so I probably should update you. This, as usual, will be little editing, one cut, one take. We're doing it. And I have to talk loud because my laptop is on my windowsill farther away from me. First of all, I am in my apartment in Seoul. That's new. I think I wrote about it but did not make a vlog. Let me just stand up so you can get a feel of the luxurious grand scale of said apartment. Wow. Spacious, no? It is just one room. But you know what? It gets the job done. So I think some people are confused about what I'm doing with my life. Zach, you're still in Korea? What's happening? Are you in America? Come visit me. Whatever. So I will update. With Fulbright Korea, you can teach minimum 1 year, maximum 3 years. So my first year, I thought maybe I would do 1 or 2, and surprise, here we are for my third year. Our cohort cuts in about half every renewal year. So our first year we had about 75. Last year was about 30 something, and this year is like 10. Great, so that's not quite half, but you get it. Nothing has changed this year. I'm still at the same school. So if you remember, my first year was in Gyeongju, South Korea, the southeastern part of Korea. And now I'm in Seoul, which I hope you know, but is the capital of South Korea. I was in Seoul last year, and now I've just begun my third year. It's been about a month. 2 months? Wow. Time flies. Anyway, so I am at Daedong Taxation High School in Seoul. I'm no longer with a host family, obviously. I'm living in my luxurious one-bedroom apartment. And by one bedroom, I mean one room. And I'm teaching high school first grade, which is essentially sophomores in high school. In regards to the school, not much has changed, but I have not posted in a year, so I guess I should talk about it. My school is co-ed, boys and girls. Each class is about 2/3 girls, 1/3 boy. My school in Gyeongju was all girls, so I was a little nervous at first, but we've gotten the hang of things. Just make fun of the boys, and then they're fine. Show them who's boss. Just kidding. I teach essentially the same thing, which is English conversation, tie in some American culture. We don't really focus on grammar because they take their own separate English class. So mine's like the fun class, but they just sleep, whatever. Each class is about 26 people. We have a few soccer players in each class. Our school is a taxation school, like specializes in accounting. But for some reason, we also have a competitive soccer team. Don't know why that happened, the history, I don't know. But yeah, I have about 1 or 2 soccer players in every class. Usually I teach an after-school class as well, which is very small. And in fact, this rotation was so small it got canceled because only 2 students applied. Don't know if that's a sign on me and my teaching abilities, but my after-school class does not necessarily help with their grades, which is what Korea is all about. Let's see, what else should I talk about? So that's my school. I am living in this apartment. It has been new. I've been here a year, but new compared to my host family. And it's been challenging, to be honest. Like, my time in Seoul has been very lonely. I think I talked about being in a funk in one of my previous videos, and it's pretty much ongoing. Of course, there are good things about living in Seoul. It's very convenient. There's a department store with a grocery store and movie theater right across the street. Here, let me show you my beautiful view. I don't know if you'll be able to see. Wow, wow. Can you see anything? I don't know. Um, and so living here is definitely more convenient, but I have found it's much harder to make friends. Um, I don't know, so I've been really lonely here. Of course, it comes and goes in waves. Things at my school are fine, but outside of school is pretty um, dead. The one thing I have done this semester is, or last semester, I guess, is started taking dance classes again. In Gyeongju, I took K-pop dance classes, which I love, and I wanted to keep doing dance, but I wanted to maybe do some real dancing. Okay, what? Do you see this? I got my hair cut a few days ago, and like, what is that? Also, I'm balding. Awesome. Thanks, Dad. I'm taking hip hop classes now and just beginner, so it's basically me and a bunch of middle school girls, just like last year, which is fine. And there's one guy who's around my age, and so we've become friends, kind of, but he speaks no English. Okay, he's getting better, but between us, we can't speak that much. But class is fun. A little more expensive because we're in Seoul, of course, so I'm poor. Um, but that's kind of the one thing I've been doing outside of school. And then soon I will also start some volunteering activities and mentoring a student. So I'm looking forward to those things kind of kicking in, keeping me a little more busy. Speaking of being busy, though, I have been busy with something which is grad school. So in undergrad, I was not considering going to grad school, and it kind of developed over Fulbright when I saw a lot of people going to grad school. And also, I really wanted to change my trajectory, if you will. I studied finance at Notre Dame, hated it, it was terrible. I was good at it. Well, I was okay at it. Grade wise, I was good at it. GPA, I was good. But I did not enjoy it. And so for graduate studies, I want to study international relations, international affairs, something like that. So recently I've been applying to some scholarships because, as mentioned, I'm poor and I cannot get through grad school on my own. So I've been doing some scholarship applications, which are due much earlier than the grad school applications last week. So we'll see about that. It's all very competitive. So I'm not very hopeful, but we'll find out in the coming months. For grad school itself, like I said, I want to study international relations. So I'm looking at schools mostly in the DC area, and then a few other schools. I don't really want to say what schools I'm applying to because if I don't get in, awkward. It'll be like undergrad all over again. Hey, Zach, you're going to UPenn? I sure hope so. Denied. So, we'll leave it a mystery. Of course, I told my students I was applying to grad school. They're like, teacher, Harvard? Habadu? Are you going to Harvard? I'm like, whoa, let's slow down for a second. But that has been on my mind recently. I've been working on applications, trying to start everything, recommendation letters, essays, yada yada. The one thing I'm worried about is okay, here, stop. The one thing I'm worried about is I studied finance in undergrad, which is good, but I have no political science class experience. I know many people from different majors study international relations in grad school, but it's just kind of a concern of mine because some of the essays are very like obviously political science focused. So I'm trying to do some of my own research on that and just be a little more prepared for grad school. And then after grad school, we shall see. I don't want to, like I said, say too much in case things don't work out. But that's what I've been in the middle of. What else? I miss America. I miss my family and my friends there. Living in Korea, of course, is an adventure and it's fun, but it has been difficult. Luckily, this year there's another Fulbright teacher in Seoul, and she is like Miss Popular. and she already has tons of friends, which I'm very happy for her. But I'm also like, hang out with me. I need friends. I'm not as social as you. Um, so I've been seeing her about once a week, which is really good. And she's just someone I can rely on. So that's nice. Um, Besides that, I don't know. Will I update again soon? Who knows? What's in my future? Who knows? We are just going with the flow. So, if you have any questions, leave a comment below. Just kidding. If anybody wants to Skype or email or talk or whatever, um, please reach out to me because I am so bad about reaching out to other people. So I love all of you and annyeong, y'all.